So before we look at the maps and come up with a plan, I want to show you something which I think you'll find amusing. When we were at Minister Creek 2 weeks ago at Bill's meetup, I noticed, I don't know if you realized I noticed, but you have a special recipe for ramen noodles,
yes.
which is to add some stuffing mix, right?
Yep.
So I brought some along. I figured I'd have some ramen later on using Lovie's recipe. So how much stuffing mix should I'm going to put some in a baggie.
I just guessed, like I didn't want to put too much in because it absorbs the water just the same as the other, so yeah. I just kind of took a handful and threw it in.
So we're just gonna put X amount here.
So this is my friend John, old dude on the trail.
Hello.
And he says that he has decided to try my recipe. I didn't know it was a recipe, but ramen and stuffing.
Also, I was going to try this again because remember these things are reusable, and I figured out how they work. Is once you clean it out, you see that there's like a net filter.
Yeah, I noticed that filter
a mesh filter pouch in there, so you can put your own coffee in it, and then it filters to the bottom of the bag, and then when you pour it, it comes up here beside the filter so that no grounds get in. So that's kind of cool. I got 2 of those in case we both want to try it later.
These days I'm a little discombobulated, so I'll get here.
Nothing like the forest to recombobulate you.
That's right.
Got a couple of maps here. State Forest map shows a little, this area here. We are over at this end at the Bear Gap Reservoir. And then a more detailed map of this tract. This shows kind of the overview, but the trails aren't labeled very well, especially this tangled mess right in here. But that's what the middle inset is. My original idea was take the Roaring Creek Trail over here to McWilliams Reservoir, and then maybe go around it. So this is the Roaring Creek Trail, and we're going to take that over to McWilliams Reservoir, I guess. On our left here is the Bear Gap Reservoir. Well, this looks like it would be a lovely picnic spot. So 3 reservoirs have been created with Roaring Creek. That's the westernmost one, and then there's McWilliams Reservoir that we're going to go to. Farther east is Klein's Reservoir. So I guess there are 3 dams. Route 54 parking lot where we are, up that way. And basically this gravel road is going to be the Roaring Creek Trail. We expect it to remain pretty much like this for its entire length. So at some point we'll take some more primitive trails, I expect. So in the Roaring Creek tract of the Weiser State Forest, primitive backpack camping is allowed, but not within 300 feet of the Roaring Creek Trail. So there probably aren't any established campsites along here. Here's a sign that says footbridge. Okay, so I guess that's your first chance to cross Roaring Creek. Number 1 Natalie Miners Trail West, which goes that way and also straight ahead. And then I think it's going to split off to the right up there and go up onto Big Mountain. So we'll continue on the Roaring Creek Trail until we get to McWilliams Reservoir. And the plan is to go around it. And then when we start heading back this way, one of those trails that goes up to Big Mountain is a possibility. It just depends on how ambitious we feel at that time. So, but it is a beautiful day. We are enjoying the colors and occasionally hearing some small mammals scamper around in the leaves beside us. Well, apparently we've gone 2 miles. Does it feel like 2 miles?
No, not really.
Not really. We've been gabbing, flapping our gums, and passing the time pretty well. Plus, it's very straight and flat, so that was a quick 2 miles. I guess they have mile markers all along the Roaring Creek Trail, which you said is maybe like 15 miles or something?
15.3 according to All Trails.
Okay. And I think it's all this the whole way, so good for runners, I imagine. Good place to jog. All right at the 3-mile mark, you find the Old Natalie Road Trail. So that should go up this way onto Big Mountain. So Lovie just got recognized by a viewer, and so they chatted a bit, and she told us that there are plenty of campsites up there on the mountain in those trails. Moving on. So not too far up here on our left, maybe a half mile or so, we should find a trail that goes to our left that we can use to go around McWilliams Reservoir. Here's a trail that goes off to the left, South Branch Nature Trail. Now we're going to have to see if we can identify that on the map because I don't remember that, but dedicated to the McWilliams family, founders and caretakers of the Roaring Creek Water Company. So we think that this is the McWilliams Trail. We're at least going to try it. So taking a left, which will take us around the north side of McWilliams Reservoir, and then all the way to the other end of it. Then we'll meet back up with the Roaring Creek Trail and bring that back along the south side of the reservoir. So let's see what we see.
Get the bridge.
Well, we're getting a glimpse of the reservoir through the trees there. You can just make out the backside of the dam. McWilliams Trail is not blazed, and there aren't any other markings. It's not too difficult to follow, but there are some rocky portions where, you know, you have to walk over rocks. So, like I say, it's mostly clear where to go. Except for right here. Where do we go from right here? Probably straight on. Let's see. Yeah, looks like down through here. Some blazes would be comforting, though. Through the trees, we can spot Roaring Creek, and it looks like they built levees on both sides of it. And then over here is the backside of the dam for McWilliams Reservoir. Sign says restricted area, so we're not supposed to go down there to get a close look, I guess. Looks like the trail is going to go down here close to it, though. Sign, sign, everywhere a sign, blocking out our scenery, breaking our minds. So that's keeping us from just walking right up there, where we could get a very cool shot of the dam and the water, I think. But according to all trails, Lovie says, we should come right up alongside the reservoir here shortly. So we're not supposed to go down there, but here we are, now up alongside the reservoir. I imagine we're supposed to stay on the trail and not go down there. Although I don't see signs here now, you know, this part. So maybe we are allowed down there. Hear some geese. And I hear motors, and I hear music, airplanes. I don't see signs telling us we can't go down there. Whoa, a campsite. Check it out. Campsite. Campsite. Ho ho ho. Oh, look at this. Little pine needle. It's a pine carpet campsite, and somebody even left. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. No, that's not good. Somebody left part of their dinner here. Left a skillet and a grate, which,
the grate
I mean, you know, yeah.
I don't know if I trust the skillet. I don't know. Gotta get some of that on. This guy I was watching last night.
This is almost like a little island. Peninsula over there. One could get down there, I think. But this might be a nice spot for a break. So we cleaned out the skillet of the eggs and steak or whatever. Steak and eggs somebody had. And so that's in my trash bag there. Shame, shame. I guess, I mean, unless one of us wants to carry those supplies out. Yeah, I don't think I do either, but I'm tempted. I mean, that's a nice lightweight grate. Be a nice thing to have, but I guess we'll leave these here at this campsite. Right, we got the noodles in there. We'll put the stuffing in at the same time, you think?
No, I usually wait till it's hot and then
wait a little.
Yeah, the stuffing.
Little scissors for the spice packet. Have a look. Lovie's special recipe, ramen and stuffing.
If you have coffee, I can.
Yep. I have coffee also.
Alright, so I didn't film the whole process because he was filming for his channel, but he made the ramen with stuffing. Yum yum.
How was your ramen lunch?
Excellent.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. So now we're going to do some coffee. So these pouch things are kind of interesting. They came with coffee in them, okay? So this had Brazilian coffee, this had Colombian coffee. But notice it says reusable. So I rinsed these out. So inside this pouch, you can put your own coffee in there, and there's kind of a filter sack sort of thing, and the coffee will filter down into the bottom part, and then you can pour it up through this spout. We're gonna try it. Of course, I usually go cowboy style, so no need to bring these things, but so I don't know that I'd bring them on a longer trip, but to try out today, what the heck. So yeah, it's got a little spout here. Just unscrew it, I believe, right? Or pull it off. No, it unscrews. Okay. And there we have it. Grounds free.
That's cool. Did you know how many times you can reuse it like that?
How many times can you use these? I don't know. I guess until you can't stand the stains anymore. Beautiful spot here. And we saw lots of people on the Roaring Creek Trail, but we haven't seen person one on this one. Nobody walking by over there or anything.
Let's go! Becoming ready.
Yep.
Give me actual food. You didn't know.
Let's go.
It's like when you give gremlins food.
Want to try going down this way?
Sure. You think you can be done?
I think so. And here we have Roaring Creek flowing into the McWilliams Reservoir. Back on the Roaring Creek Trail. Nice little spot here with the table. Taking a look at the other side of the reservoir. This is kind of where it just starts. Sandy beach there, good access. So I guess it's just gravel path for about the next 4.5 miles out. Haven't seen a mile marker yet. The geese have gone all quiet since I'm filming them from up here. And they swam out away from the shore a little bit too. Be very quiet. Maybe he'll go away. It's just under 5 miles back along the Roaring Creek Trail to the parking lot. Remember from over there we saw a building over here that looked like a house. Should be able to see that up here on the right. Maybe it's part of that picnic area that's on the map. Looks like that might be latrines up on the left. Looks like an A-frame type of structure here. I see the near side of the roof. So there's your boat launch, catch and release fishing. No swimming. Somebody's sitting in front of this building having a sandwich and looking out over the reservoir. So that was the CQ McWilliams picnic area. And because they have signs, like here, reserve parking and stuff, I imagine they opened the gate at the other end off of Route 42, and then you can drive back here if you've reserved the place for an event. You know, people probably have family reunions there or something. Kind of neat. There's the dam. And up here on the left, we've got latrines. Well, the sun's getting low enough that I guess we made the right call by not going up on the mountain trails. We'll make it before sunset, I'm quite sure. We have, I think, 2.25 miles to go, something like that. Great weather today, great temps, very cool trail, beautiful reservoir, and the shores along there, the rocks, all the geese. Very cool. I think I'm gonna wrap up my video here, Lovie.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for coming out here to join me.
My pleasure. Very fun day. Beautiful day. Maybe
one of those times we'll do a parking lot to parking lot overnighter and snag that island campsite if we can. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.